Bandai Namco isn't new to action RPGs, with adventures in well-established franchises like God Eater, Sword Art Online, and the Tales series. That's why we were kinda hyped to know that they took another shot at a new IP after Code Vein, which we also loved, by the way. So today we're going to talk about Scarlet Nexus, an anime hack-and-slash JRPG hybrid that seems to have more than a few surprises of its own, and it's going to need to, since it takes a lot of balls to go up against Nier and Devil May Cry. So, does Scarlet Nexus have the potential to make a name for itself? The game allows you to play two different characters. You have Yuito with his cyberpunk katana and the can-do nice guy anime protagonist energy. And Kasane Randall, who dons a typical cold, confident, and close personality that really fits her kunoichi fighting style. Scarlet Nexus is set in a somewhat post-apocalyptic world and cyberpunkish Earth that's been overrun with monsters known as the Others. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on here, and we don't even want to think about explaining how the world ended up like this. So the game starts off with Yuito and Kasane becoming fully fledged Other Suppression Force or OSF members alongside their friends, meaning they'll be tasked with exterminating the creatures that plague humanity. The plot is simple at first, as with your typical JRPG, but things get a little out of whack after your first set of missions. Again, like your typical JRPG. The story also features key differences between Yuito and Kasane, as they seem to travel to different paths in the first half of the game, so it's worth going through another playthrough to play as the other protagonist. The game has all the basics of a respectable hack and slash like dodges, rising slashes, and even the occasional air combos. Performing these feats was satisfying as Yuito and Kasane fly through the air, hacking and slashing their way through waves of others. The controls responded accordingly, which resulted in gratifying gameplay, as every hit had weight, yet not too clunky. But the game offers more than that. Both characters have the power of psychokinesis, and incorporating this by barraging enemies with objects as a way to reset your combo becomes a fun way of dispatching others for most of the game. Psychokinesis also paves the way for some awesome environmental QTE attacks that are as functional as they are entertaining to watch. Our protagonists aren't the only one with powers. A mechanic known as SAS allows Yuito and Kasane to harness the powers of their allies. Setting enemies ablaze, slowing down time, and going invisible is almost just as fun as using your own telepathic abilities. If anything, it's when these powers are implemented all together to create devastating moves and combos that truly makes Scarlet Nexus something special. One way to oversimplify how this game works is by saying it's like Nier meets Persona. Yeah. You see, this game features a bonding system where you're given the opportunity to hang out and get closer with your comrades. And increasing said bond grants invaluable abilities to each party member. This actually makes a lot of sense because much of the gameplay involves resonating with your friends. Not only does Scarlet Nexus have a fascinating story with a likable cast, sans Shiden of course, that guy, but it has one of the most entertaining gameplay mechanics we've seen in the past decade. Add in anime-like visuals and cyberpunk aesthetics, and you'll have one hell of a time. It's far from perfect, but it shouldn't stop you from getting your hands on this game. Have you played Scarlet Nexus? What's your favorite action RPGs? What other games you want us to cover? Sounds off in the comments below. Stay tuned for more anime-themed games as we go through the first week of our anime week. Till then, this is Game Made Information Station, signing off.